Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Toto Frank from Tudor ICT Academy, where we offer professional training and solutions. My numbers are on the screen, and we have been looking at some functions when it comes to linking worksheets. And then these are logical functions, and the second one we're going to look at on this video is called the SUMIF function. In case you're hearing of this formula for the first time, the SUMIF function is very flexible. It allows you to do some efficient counting. If you want to quickly count cells meeting criteria, you can actually do that using SUMIF, and you can actually count the cells based on conditions. You can see, as in, it comes with this very simple syntax, and note that it will automatically update when data changes. And also note that this particular function called the SUMIF is equally used to quickly sum large volume of data. So while the COUNTIF only counts, the SUMIF will sum the volume of data together. Now, where it is applicable, you can apply both value, as in this both function, the two functions, you can apply them in the areas of data analysis and summarization. You can apply them in reporting and dashboard creation. You can equally apply them in inventory management as well as sales and marketing analysis. You can use these functions. So it is one thing to know how to use the function. Another thing is where to apply the function. So like I said, you can apply them in data analysis and summarization. You can apply them in reporting and dashboard creation. You can apply them in budgeting and what? Financial planning, inventory management, as well as sales and marketing analytics. You can use these functions. So let's see how we can practically use the SUMIF function. Back to the worksheet. We still have this data set over here, and if you look at this, we got this data, we got the customer, and so on. So let's imagine that we want to actually find out profit based on customer segment. We want to get the profit based on customer segment. Note, customer segment is on column I, while profit is on column F. So you want to find out the sum of profit for each customer segment. So let's see what we can do here. We come over here, and I can say, all right, up here, let me use the upper side so I can close this a little. All right. I say when I supply, I want to have here customer cost segments. Okay. And then on the next column, I should have profit, because we're looking for profit for each customer segment. So I'm going to type it here. I will say equals to SUMIF, then open bracket. Note, we have to go and look for range. Range is where we have all the customer segment. Range is where we have all the customer segment. Customer segment was on column I. So what do? I will say the range for the customer segment, I have to bring in data because I'm referring to a different worksheet. So data we have here, I2 column I1001, because the customer segments were recorded on column I, comma. Then they asked me for the criteria. Criteria is we're gonna put the customer segment here. So this place is the criteria where we will type the customer segment we are looking for profit, comma. Then the sum range is where we have all the profit together. Profit was on column F. So we say data again, and then we say F1 column F1001. That's all. We cover it and we press enter. That gives us 0. Now let's go and find out the customer segment we have. We have small business, we have corporate, we have a home office, and then we should have consumer. So let's see what we can do. We come up here, I'll type home, Sorry, I'm actually holding my microphone with one hand. Home after, yes, correct, very much correct. So I can take this down to 4 column. Then I will have the second one could be consumer. The next could be corporate. And then that corporate, my corporate is wrong. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I have to take this corporate with R. Corporate here contains letter R before PO. I'm gonna take that. Then small business is equally part of it. So I have to bring in R here. And this is O. Okay. Then we have small business. I hope you just learned something, that the spelling must be correct to have the answers. If your spelling is wrong, you're not going to get it. So we got it right. We've been able to use the SUMIF function to get this, and this is amazing. So I can as well prepare this, and I could bring in borders to make it look better. And now that we got this, I can highlight these numbers. If you have done my basic course, if you have done my full package training, you will see videos on how to do a lot of stuff. I can reduce decimal places because I don't need decimal place. It should be an odd number as it is right now. I can close it up, and this looks better. So I can visualize this. How can I visualize this? I highlight the whole of this table. Then I can come to insert and pick a chart. I could pick any chart. I would rather prefer picking, okay, if you go to this recommended, you will see a lot of recommended charts for it, like the pie and so on, the column chart. If I go to all charts, I could be able to pick a line chart, which is what I want to use for this. So I'll click on a line chart, and we got this line chart representing the data we got on the screen. I would like to reduce the size and place it below somewhere here. Okay. In my full package training, I've shown you how you can work on this chart, making it better. And you could even use some stuff like this to make it look more customized and very good for the eye. Can drag it a little bit out. Okay. This look better. Okay. So we've been able to get the chart presenting the profit in each of the customer segments. We have their profits here, and looking at this, we can see that corporate have the highest profit. Okay, so that is it. I can now go down to the next one. The next is count if function, which we're going to look at in the next video, but I would like to try another SUMIF. So let's say still here on the data set, we have other columns. For example, I want to look for sum of sales, sum of the order quantity, sum of order quantity per country. We have so many countries there. I can pick like 5 countries, looking for their order quantity per those countries. So what do? I can go back to the data sheet. Sorry, the sheet 3. Then I come here. I would like to close this up to give me space, because I don't want to mix it up together. So I want to have I'm looking at order quantity. Order quantity per country. So I'm going to move this to this side, and I'm going to have country this side. Okay. So I can highlight this. Maybe I need this for 4 countries or so. It could be any number of countries you wish to have. And I would like to move this up so I can cut it from here, take it up here and paste. Same thing can be done here, where you can cut whatever you have inside here. I cut with Ctrl X and I paste with Ctrl V. Okay, for those of you who don't want to learn the basics. So drag this up, and that's it. Then I want situation that if I type a country here, it's going to give me the order quantity here. So let's find out where we have the order quantity. Order quantity is in column D, while country is in column K. So let's see how we can make the calculation done. Equals to, I'll put equals to SUMIF, open bracket, then we go to where we have the range, which is data. The range will be where we have the country. Country is in column, country is in column H. If I'm not wrong, it should be H. All right. Country is in column H, no, or column K. I need to cut this off and go and find that out. I don't want to make mistake. So country is in column K. I make that mistake. It's in column K. So come up here. I will say, I'll paste what I typed before. Let me continue from here. So I said K what? K2 column K1001. That's where we have all the countries together. Okay. Then we have criteria. Where are we going to type the country? Right here, which is G2, comma, and then the sum range. Where are we summing? We are summing the order quantity. Order quantity was at where? Order quantity is in D, column D. So I have to remove this. Sorry, it's already there. I can say data D1, sorry, D2, where we have the first quantity is in D2, column D1001. Then you close the bracket. Note K2 column K1001 controls and contains countries, while D2 column D1001 contains other quantities. So I press enter. It gives me 0. If I have something like Nigeria, then we got UK, then we got Brazil. I'm going to drag it down when I'm done. And we got another country like China. So if I drag this down, it's going to give me the answers correctly for each of the countries. So total quantity for each of the country. Total quantity ordered by each of the countries is what we have here. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to bring in borders. Then I can make the header bold. And I can get a similar chart for this by clicking this, going to, insets, check out the recommended charts, and I could pick a different type of chart this time, like the column chart. Okay. Then reduce the size and place it below. Then I could also work on the contents, making it look a little bit with this. All right, so as you can see, I've been able to get this done using this SUMIF function. I can get 2 of this done perfectly without stress. I would like to remove this, take it up, cut this, come up here and paste it. So that has been done, and this is nice. So imagine asking you to prepare something like this. It could look very nice using, if we were doing it together with the data, there would have been no space because data have taken over here, where you can always refer back to the data That is the concept of linking worksheets together. So if anything happened to this data, it's going to reflect on this data immediately. Thank you very much. In the next video, we're going to go straight to the last function, which is the COUNTIF function. I am Tudo Frank. It's nice to have you in class. If you see me advertise any full package training, please take advantage of it. Tomorrow you might regret. And note, you can only attend my free training once. If you are coming to see this video in a free training session, once you leave, you will not be allowed to join the group again. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.